Hello and welcome to the Nerditorium News Edition and not News Edition. With me are Jishnu and Tejas. How do you guys do?
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
I'm the exact same I've
I
been for
asked
the
you how
last
you guys
month.
did and you're talking to the audience instead of me. Anyway.
I said hi, everybody, to both of you.
Okay, but I asked how you were doing. How are you doing?
Uh,
I don't care.
I answer
Okay.
appropriately. I get no points. Okay, great. Chalo.
I care even less about how you feel, Jishnu. You've been ignoring me in quarantine and I'm very offended about it. Anyway, since we're shooting in the style of satellite news, we figured we'd talk about some news. So first up, have you guys heard of this? Rogue One's Tony Gilroy. You're aware of him?
aware?
He was a co-writer on Rogue One and he's now developing a series based on Cassian Andor for Disney+.
Oh, he's the guy doing that, right? Yeah.
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 What you guys think of that?
Actually,
Let me give you one more piece of news. You know Leslie Headland, who created Russian Doll along with Natasha. What's her
Leon.
name? Leon. Yes,
Yeah.
I was going to say Leggero, who is a comedian. Anyway, Natasha Leon and Leslie Headland created Russian Doll, and now Leslie Headland is doing a female-centric Star Wars series. So those and the Obi-Wan series is what's coming to Disney Plus
Wait,
in a
did you
while.
say
And the
senior-
Cassian series as well.
Did you say the senior
Exactly. So there's
centric?
3 series.
Did
Sorry?
you say the senior centric?
What?
Female-centric.
Female centric. I thought you said it was like a bunch
mean-
of old people in Star Wars. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I guess.
It could be a female senior. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Could be like
There've
high
al-
school
there-
seniors.
There've
for all
always
you know.
been a lot of senior people in Star Wars,
But
throughout the
they've
series.
yeah, they're either old hermits or they're Star Destroyer
Okay.
officers.
Here's my pitch. Since
Exclusively.
they seem to be throwing series around all over the place anyway, what if it was high school or college seniors? I'm asking for a teen movie set in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, but you know
yeah.
the thing is, the only schooling we've ever seen, I think, the only kind of schooling we've ever seen is Jedi. Apart from the Jedi, I don't know what a school in Star Wars looks like.
There's got to be some kind of school,
Like-
right? Like where do they learn moisture farming and such?
Like in-
where do you major in moisture
Well, like
farming?
in Tatooine or Coruscant, two regular type of civilizations. No sign of kids of that age. They're either like babies doing pod racing, or they're adults. There's like no middle ground. You know what I mean?
That's
Have you
true.
ever seen a teenager? They're not many.
Yeah, well, if you guys have read the novelizations, some of them which are now in the Star Wars Legends series, you know that moisture farming is also something that the Jedi do. And they basically, the Jedi were originally like farmers and they would use their force to grow crops. So that's really
Why is Luke's uncle a moisture farmer then?
Well, not only,
Not
they're
only,
obviously
yeah.
not only Jedi, but yeah, I mean, a lot of
You can be a regular farmer too.
a lot of them are homeschooled, like Luke, who until they have to go to an academy of some sort. But yeah, man, there are schools like everywhere else. I would love to see a series on Coruscant because that is one of my
Yeah.
favorite planets from the whole Star Wars universe, and the fact that the entire thing is just one gigantic city is amazing. And when we grew up in Dubai, it kind of reminded me of that. So I like the difference between
enough.
the upper echelon, where the Jedi temples and the Senate and the Federation are all on like senior, like basically they're taller buildings in the sky, skyscrapers. But the lower the underbelly is a lot, very Blade Runner-y and where
Right.
they're selling you death sticks. I would like to
Yeah.
see like something set on Coruscant that kind of is between both of those worlds. But to just come back to the Natasha Leon and is Natasha Leon also involved with it?
No, it's just Leslie Headland.
All right. So I am a big fan of Russian Doll. I think it was really well written and it was quite briefly, concisely told. And I think if they can bring that level of storytelling to Star Wars, like how the Mandalorian is very, economical in its movements, in its direction of plot and narrative, would be really awesome to see more stories like that. I don't know if you guys have seen something called Forces of Destiny, which is a short format
Don't think so.
animated series from Star Wars, which tells kind of like in between tales between characters who you didn't expect to meet before. So if we can get like the short format, in the vein of like that or Tartakovsky or the Clone Wars series, that it would be really awesome to see. I think that really also works in Star Wars. What really works is when you don't know all the table setting and it's just in media res and your like inner story. That would be really cool to see as well.
All right,
I'm with you.
I'm going to give you the next. Yes, agreed. Sounds like a great idea.
Right.
I'm going to give you the next piece of news, which is actually a contest. All right.
Oh.
Now You See Me is going to get another sequel. Now You See Me Part 3.
Oh man, when will
I
they,
want you guys to.
when will they call it Now You Don't?
Well, I don't know, but so give me your best title pitches.
It should be called, first of all, Now You Three Me.
Yeah, no, that's the most obvious.
Exactly.
Now you see me,
Now You 3 Me,
yeah.
right?
Right.
How is that not?
Or
like
Now
that?
You
How is that not
Now
the first
You
thing they
See
thought of?
3.
Now You See 3 is not bad, also.
Yeah. And
Now You See 3, Now You Don't. Is that a thing?
well, I don't know. But what do you guys think of those films?
Zero interest.
I think they're fine.
Yeah,
They're
no.
enjoyable time pass games.
I will say
That's
this.
about it.
Which is
It's
why I
the-
haven't
it's-
seen them.
It's the first time I've seen the
Spectacular
sequel
cast,
for a film.
which is really what makes it fun.
It's the first time I've seen a sequel for a film before I saw the first one completely, because it took me like at
Oh,
least
okay.
18 times to finish watching the first one, and then I
Are
was
you
in
saying?
I was in Pune once, and that was the only thing that was playing, and we had nothing to do, so I was like, okay, cool, and we went and we watched that movie.
I would have been
And,
impressed if you'd seen the sequel without having seen the first one, but I think it's totally fine if you attempted to see the first one and you couldn't get through it, because then you knew that it wasn't worth finishing, so it's totally cool to skip over to the next one. That's a very
Yeah, which
different
is
thing.
saying something, because it has such a great cast. It's got Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson,
Right.
all these, Daniel
And that
Radcliffe.
cast only improves every
Yeah,
movie.
is in the second one playing a magician's magician, nod, wink, nod, whatever. But so it's getting a sequel. You're saying like a proper movie sequel, not a.
So
A prequel,
it's
yeah.
apparently a fresh set of characters, but it's in the same continuity. So
Oh,
I'm
they're
guessing
doing a
the
Fast
older
and Furious
characters
with
could be
it.
involved.
Oh my god.
They're doing a Fast
Do you
and
think they
Furious.
should follow the Fast and Furious naming convention as well, like now 4C4?
Yeah, 100%.
Jesus.
Right?
To
So much
see,
better.
to me.
Now 5.
Dinkar,
You 5.
question: Is this
Yes.
news? Does this come to you like pre-COVID, or has this been announced
No,
during?
this literally happened yesterday,
Oh
I think.
wow!
Okay.
So
Because development is still happening, I suppose.
I think magic is still unexplored as a really cool kind of genre to kind of keep making films about. We've
like
had
real life magic, right? Not
Yeah.
fantasy.
yeah,
style
not
magic.
fantasy
Yeah.
magic. Like I know we have movies like the Illusionist and Prestige and stuff, but those are
Yeah.
still drama movies which are about magicians. But they're no
Yeah.
like good just movies about magic itself. And
I would-
think they attempted to do this blockbuster treatment of it, but I don't know. It wasn't as engaging as
I
it
would
could
really
have been.
like to see. I genuinely am a huge fan of magic, and in particular of like Penn and Teller. I've seen way too much of their stuff. Late night binges on like Fool Us, and they had a show that they did in the early 2000s where they traveled to a bunch of different countries to try and look up the original tricks that were infamous. Like they came to India, they went to Delhi and Calcutta and stuff, and they saw like people that still did the traditional Indian rope trick and things like that. And if you've seen Penn and Teller's stuff, like you know that they're all about sort of myth busting, how some people love to tout themselves genuinely as magicians, and they just go like, we're just really good at what we do, but it's not magic. It's like it's craft.
You want to
it's,
be
it's
fooled,
skill.
right? Like you want
Yeah,
to be
you like
entertained by it.
you have it's entertainment, right? It's just very very skillful entertainment, but it's not like it's not voodoo and magic and like stuff appearing out of nowhere. So I would actually really love to see a movie about people that do that, like actually working at the craft of what they do, kind of like in the vein of how Darren Brown kind of also talks about what he's doing is not magic. He's just really good at manipulating you, and he knows every move that he's making and every move that you're making. And I'd love to see the drama of that, of just kind of working away at something much like any kind of craftsman at anything. That has nothing to do
Jishnu,
with the whimsical
what is,
nature of magic.
What is your opinion on Doom 3 then?
A true movie about magic.
Yes, it is. It's the Prestige
I might
meets
see. I might see
fun
Now You
and
3
better.
before I see Doom 3. I think. Yeah.
Now You Doom 3. Oh my God, crossover.
I suspect you're not going to watch any of them, Jishnu,
Yeah,
because
this is-
Fuller House has another
this
season
is
coming.
very
so
true.
I know what you're
Wait,
spending your time doing.
You know what I was a little
I don't
let
know
down
if you've
by?
seen anything other than Fuller House repeats all your life.
I
at
mean,
this point.
I'm in my perfect little bubble right now. Like, there's nobody to tell me to stop watching Full House. But
No one was telling you to stop before either, to be fair.
you guys were. Every
No,
No, we weren't.
No.
We were just judging you.
We just judged.
but
Yeah.
encouraging you.
But hey, both Fuller House and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. dropped, man, on the same day. They both dropped the news of their last seasons. So this quarantine is like paradise for me at the moment. Because come June, I'm going to be the happiest little boy in the planet. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. final season starts end of May, and Fuller House final season starts early June. Don't talk to me for like a couple of weeks.
Cool.
Thank you. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. We will be talking about more news and not news, so tune in next time on the Nerditorium and follow us on Instagram where you'll get updates when it happens. Thanks everyone.